very first one is without a hitch. When something happens without a hitch, it goes perfectly with no problems or delays. It's often used to describe smooth events like weddings, presentations, or trips. For example, the meeting went off without a hitch and everyone was happy with the result.
It went off without a hitch.
The transfer has occurred without a hitch.
The next one is without fail. If something happens without fail, it happens every single time, no exceptions. It's often used to describe habits, routines, or guarantees. For example, he calls his mother every Sunday without fail.
Gorilla, yet without question, without fail.
But each time, without fail.
We'll keep singing without fail.
Without a doubt, this means there is no question or uncertainty about something. It's 100% certain. It's often used when expressing strong confidence. For example, without a doubt, that was the best movie I've ever seen.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
The next one is without a care in the world. When someone acts without a care in the world, they seem completely relaxed or unconcerned about problems or responsibilities. It's often used to describe carefree behavior. For example, after quitting his stressful job, he spent his day at the beach without a care in the world.
Without a care in the world.
Painting without any cares in the world.
To everyone without a care in the world.
Without rhyme or reason. If something happens without rhyme or reason, it has no logical explanation or pattern. It's used when something is random or doesn't make sense. For example, the weather changed from sunny to stormy without rhyme or reason.
You can't just keep me in here without rhyme or reason.
Go into very dangerous situations without any rhyme or reason and just...
The next one is without question. This means something is so obvious or true that there is no need for debate. It's often used when giving strong opinions or facts. For example, she is, without question, the best singer in the competition. The next one is without batting an eye. When someone does something without batting an eye, they do it without showing any emotion, hesitation, or surprise. It's often used to describe cold, fearless, or very confident behavior. For example, he spent $5,000 on a watch without batting an eye.
Without batting an eye.
Just as bad as this, without even batting an eye.
They don't like hearing it and find it difficult to say, whereas without batting an eye.
Without warning. When something happens without warning, it happens suddenly with no sign or preparation. It's used for surprises, accidents, or unexpected events. For example, the storm hit without warning, catching everyone off guard. That's another one, to catch someone off guard. We'll see this later, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. The next one is without a second thought. If you do something without a second thought, you do it immediately, without hesitation or doubt. It's often used to show confidence or generosity. For example, she donated half a salary to charity without a second thought.
Without a second thought.
Send me packing without a second thought. And butcher your children without a second thought.
The next one is without further ado. This means without wasting more time, and is often used when starting or introducing something important. It's common in speeches or presentations. For example, without further ado, let's welcome our special guests.
Without further ado.
So without further ado.
Without let or hindrance. This formal expression means without any obstacles or restrictions. It's often used in legal or official situations. For example, the contract guarantees them the right to travel without let or hindrance.
Leave to move without let or hindrance throughout the land.
Without so much as a bio leave. If someone does something without so much as a bio leave, they do it without asking permission or even informing others. It's used to express disapproval. For example, he took my car without so much as a bio leave.
Without so much as a by your leave.
Without so much as a by your leave from the king and...
Without precedent. If something is without precedent, it has never happened before. It's often used to describe groundbreaking events or situations. For example, the company's decision to give employees unlimited vacation time is without precedent. Without regard to. This means not considering or caring about something, especially rules, consequences, or other people's feelings. For example, He made the decision without regard to how it would affect his co-workers.
Without regard to people or property.
Pursued without regard to its cost.
Case against Marvel Stanfield without regard to the usual rules.
Without any regard to her own health, this woman...
Without mercy. When someone acts without mercy, they show no kindness or compassion. It's often used to describe harsh actions, punishments, or intense competition. For example, the soldiers attacked without mercy, leaving nothing behind. Without a paddle. This comes from the phrase up a creek without a paddle, meaning stuck in a bad situation with no way out. It's often used to describe someone in trouble. For example, I forgot my wallet at home, so I'm at the restaurant without a paddle.
We are literally up a creek without a paddle.
Without strings attached. If something is given without strings attached, it means there are no hidden conditions or expectations. It's often used for gifts, favors, or agreements. For example, she lent me the money without strings attached. I don't have to pay her back.
No strings attached.
No, there's no strings attached, Dr. Kim.
Without blinking an eye. This is similar to without batting an eye and means doing something without hesitation, fear, or emotion. It's used when someone stays calm in situations where others wouldn't. For example, she lied to her face without blinking an eye.
7 headed to New York without blinking an eye.
Without a trace. If something or someone disappears without a trace, they vanish completely, leaving no clues or evidence behind. For example, the ship disappeared without a trace in the middle of the ocean. Without delay, it means immediately with no waiting or postponing. It's often used in instructions, emergencies, or formal requests. For example, if you experience chest pain, seek medical attention without delay.